Dollar, dollar, dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yep, let's get original. Back. We back, man. We got the world's highest security prison. Is that CECOT?
I mean, well, it's abbreviation.
I'm saying like,
yeah,
how
we're just
like,
gonna say, yeah.
The most evil are kept here. I wonder where we at. Like, there's
I can tell it's somewhere like
some Spanish country.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna hold you, no Spanish prisons do be a little crazy. The whatchamacallit one is too, though. The whatchamacallit one is too. Some African prisons are crazy too.
Oh, okay.
But I think the worst ones in the world are the ones in like Central America and probably South America. Like Northern South America, I'd say like Colombia.
Just from like videos you see and see people talk
like
about
Mexican prisons in Mexico, probably like Venezuela, Guatemala.
Yeah.
Guatemala for sure probably is like crazy.
Yeah.
But most of the time I'm thinking about the ones that hold like people from cartels and stuff.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Golly, bro, you got some started. I see some cloud. I got cloudy in my eye now because of you.
Okay, let's go.
But hey, with that being said, before we get into it, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. You got to do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals.
Like it with a thumbs up.
Man, let's check it out. Let's see what it's about. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's see what we got going, man.
What you see behind me is the world's strictest and largest prison. This mega prison has a capacity of 40,000. Prisoners here are the most unsafe people you can even imagine.
How many people's lives have you ended? 5 or 10? How many?
More than 50.
MS-13 and many other gangs. These are animals. These aren't people. They're psychopaths, sociopaths, the kind of people we have here.
We're about to see the worst of the worst.
Welcome to CECOT, the world's largest prison by capacity in El Salvador, which was constructed
El Salvador.
I forgot about El Salvador. I was naming all the countries, but you rushed me. I said Venezuela, Guatemala, Colombia. I was finna say Honduras. I was finna go out of these places.
But yeah, ooh. Child, I just realized, I seen the tattoos under the eyes, but I didn't realize the head.
The head, this one say
I'm talking about the forehead.
But this one say Hoover, right? And then this one say Loco, I think, over here. Look like say Hoover Loco, I don't know.
Oh, wait.
And then he got like this Joker smile tattoo with the Joker, bruh. All right, man. You know what? Some people, I ain't gonna hold you, they be a little messed up in the head, bro. They be confused with the world. But also, so many be brought up into brung into the world around things like they're seeing Salvador. Things that
I'm sorry, go.
Now what you say?
I just said El Salvador. I forgot all about El Salvador.
Oh, but a lot of them be brung into environments and stuff where people really don't care about the innocence of a child, and they're exposed to so much at a young age where they think this is the norm. And so when they grow up and they be more ruthless than what they saw.
Yeah.
To imprison the highest profile criminals. Those who enter this prison are destined never to leave alive.
There's no way out. How are you gonna come out of this?
The reason why this small country of 6 million needs the largest prison is the gangs. Once dominating the country, these gangs faced a dramatic crackdown starting in March 2022.
Oh, they just now getting them.
Under President Nayib Bukele's administration, over 70,000 individuals, about 2% of the country's adult population, were arrested within just 16 months.
Whoa.
Buses transported thousands of chained gang members to CECOT in a tightly coordinated nighttime operation. Sitting one behind the other, heads lowered, they looked like a single mass. Surrounded by armed guards, None of them dared to resist commands. Their life has changed in a day. In this documentary, we will interview one of them, one of the most ruthless gang leaders, known by the nickname Psycho.
10 minutes. You only have 10 minutes.
Built in 2022, this massive prison is made up of 8 separate modules spread over 410 acres of land. Each pair of modules is enclosed by 2 separate 3-meter-high walls with razor wire. The entire facility is surrounded by a towering 9-meter-high wall with a 3-meter-high electric fence carrying 15,000 volts. 19 watchtowers are ensuring nothing escapes notice. The entire design doesn't just prevent escape, it erases the very idea of it. Hello.
Hello, we have permission from the presidency.
The soldiers stopped us. We're hoping this will be the last checkpoint. The jammers blocked all signals within a 2-kilometer radius of CECOT, completely cutting off all communication. Over 600 soldiers work only to secure the perimeter.
We are going to leave all of our belongings here before entering the prison. We will only carry our cameras and microphones, that's it.
Pass slowly. Look at the camera.
I ain't gonna lie, you can't get through the metal detectors undetected. Yo, I used to get through them, like my job. Literally, I used to get. I'm just saying, I used to get through with my phone on me and everything.
Oh, your phone.
I ain't not a weapon, but you know how like a phone should go off.
Yeah, but it didn't. Never
went off. Never. And then if it did go off, I used to get searched and never get caught.
Where you have it at?
Slick, baby. Criminal.
Oh, probably like in your sock or something?
Nope. Just know I got it on me.
Or did you have it like in your waistband?
No.
You just don't want to tell your secrets.
I ain't got to share my secrets with
Well, don't tell it because you don't want people
when I used to, you know what I'm saying, come up off
let's
some
go.
stuff.
No.
It was my waistband.
Okay, let's go.
If you slick, you know what I'm saying, you slick with it. Waistbands, everything secured. And you just gotta act like you own the place. You just be like,
not own.
They be like, you got something, and then you try to pat me down, you don't feel it. What's that? My bosses, man. Get the fuck up off me.
That's what you used to say.
Yeah, get the fuck up off me, bro.
I'm not saying that.
The body scan.
I forgot my wedding ring on.
Well, that needs to be put away over there.
This high-capacity X-ray scanner even shows bones and internal organs. It's mainly used to scan
you ain't getting through that, boo.
ensuring no one tries to sneak in anything forbidden on their body.
Yeah, that's different.
Good.
That look like stuff they have at the airport.
Yeah.
It looks like some airport. So that's
like
even if you got stuff in your booty.
That's what I'm about to say. Or you swallow something and be like, I'll throw it up later, or try to get it up
like
later.
Drugs,
it's showing. You seeing it.
But you know what? The swallowing of the drugs, I think that's a little risky. I came across a lot of stories that people have died because the package is either like open or explode while it's in your because of the acid in your stomach.
Yeah.
Before entering.
The inmates used to swallow some objects, or they would try to bring them in vaginally or anally. Micro SD memory cards, microchips, and not only that, even phone chargers.
Another thorough body search has been conducted.
Take off your shoes.
See, this how we used to get searched. As like when I used to get kicked out of school, had to go to alternative school. I had to go through this type of search. You know what I'm saying? Every day. You know what I'm saying? As a kid.
They was getting y'all ready for...
So as a kid, literally, every morning you knew it was searched. Like you get in there, you sit down, and then you got to go in, like, so while you going to get searched, somebody's searching your belongings.
Yeah.
So some people used to not come in no backpack or nothing because you search my textbook. They do this with your textbooks. They hold them, flip them real fast. So if anything, then you know
That's
what I'm saying.
That's why them textbooks we used to get
They use it, and then they take out all your belongings. So when you go back to your desk, now I got to pack up all my stuff again. And so, like, you tear up all my shit. It's every day. And then while you in the hallway, they pat you down. They warn you, pat you down. You know what I'm saying?
But you
take
think
your shoes
after a
off.
while, obviously, y'all wasn't tired of it. Y'all kept going back.
How you know I kept going back?
Boy, please. That's all you talk about.
No, it's not. But they used to catch drugs in that joint. I'm like, I don't know why they coming in here with pills, weed. What you doing?
Dusty.
Dusty.
We even inspected inside their socks. It took us around 1
I ain't
hour
never hit my
just to pass
socks.
through security, even though
1
we were
hour?
invited as media after months of applying.
Guards are wearing masks because they're doing a risky job here. So if they get identified, it might be riskier for them to go to town centers because these gangs have a lot of connections. So they have to keep their identity secret.
Why don't you wear a mask?
I have to talk to them face to face, looking them in the eye. They already know who I am.
We're in the registration room. This area is for inmates only. When a criminal is captured on the street, they don't carry ID or give their real name. That's why their fingerprints and photographs are taken here to enroll in the system. Once they become a permanent part of CECOT, the inmates lose all contact with loved ones for the rest of their lives, as family visits are strictly forbidden. It's also important to note that a small number of innocent people were mistakenly
And they all have shaved heads.
imprisoned during the big crackdown. Because of the no contact
Or low
policy,
haircuts.
their families have no idea where they are or if they are still alive.
Dang.
Also, they probably shave them bald because a lot of them even have head tattoos.
Yeah, and you know I think it's like what he just said, like, because you was like, dang, like, as far as, like, they don't have contact with their families, right? But that second part, he said, like, the families don't even know where they at or if they still alive. Like, that's even crazier. Like, at least, like, okay, I won't be able to talk to whoever for...
At least let them know that I'm locked
but they
up.
don't even know, like, is my son, brother, cousin, friend, whatever, whoever, still
I
alive?
just know if this works out, they're going to start building even more.
Right?
Because this going to eventually get full.
Yeah.
For some, this documentary could be their first chance to see a missing loved one. Before entering the modules where the inmates are, we visit the armory of the prison. This section is a must in case of possible riots, and these convicts are the most unsafe people on Earth.
The type of firearm we use is a T65 rifle, similar to the M16 rifle. We also have this other firearm, which is a 12-gauge shotgun. A Sig Sauer rifle allows us to maneuver in spaces that are too tight to move.
Whenever criminals are arrested and dragged to the bus, various cuffs and chains are used to restrict their movements and minimize the risk of harm to officers.
Has there ever been a riot?
So far, there have been no escape attempts. We have the worst of the worst within criminal organizations here.
The riot gear consists of a head protection, a face shield, neck protection, an anti-trauma vest, leg protectors, shin guards, and of course, a shield.
Generally, in the prisons, we see inmates invent any kind of handmade weapon, like awls or knives.
They are fully protected. You can see how he protects his feet. Since this prison is so large, we have to hop on this bus. We are entering the module area.
To keep the country safe, 1,000 staff members work inside CECOT.
It is impossible, but let's just imagine that an inmate get out of the fortress. These pebbles that you see are put here intentionally because when they walk on these pebbles, it works like an alarm system. It makes a noise, they cannot sneak away.
Have they tried to escape? No. Could they try? Difficult, because they would have to go through a series of security rings.
CECOT was built with its own infrastructure in an isolated area, including an electrical and sewage system to prevent external interference. In case of an electricity cut or water supply issue, the cisterns and power plants will maintain operations for up to a week.
I'm so excited. We're gonna be face to face with the most dangerous criminals in the world. It is pretty tense. We are entering one of the modules now.
You are seeing the third and fourth modules next to each other. An offender who enters one of these buildings never exits through these doors. In a few steps, we'll be surrounded by more than 2,500 inmates.
So they don't even come outside. They don't see the sun. Feel the sun.
And then I was sitting here, I was gonna wait and see like if it was mentioned or whatever. But as far as like clothing, are they always just in like the white boxer shorts?
So probably always.
And like nothing else, like no other type of clothing.
No shoes, no socks.
Like nothing.
Can't hide shit.
It's like stepping in the middle of controlled chaos.
It's psychological.
Oh, they have on clothes.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. They got white t-shirts on.
I guess it's just intake. That's how
so
they are.
Intense.
Their eyes are all on me, following my every step.
getting an eye contact with them.
Intimidating, huh?
There are so many of them. I'm speechless.
And they
I can't help
young.
but feel unease. All of them wear
Some of them.
white shirts, shorts, and slippers. They don't have any other belongings.
Most are barely out of their early 20s and convicted of serious offenses. Even the most infamous criminals in history have an average of 20 to 30 proven victims. But here, some of the inmates are responsible for hundreds of innocent people's lives.
Can I ask the inmates something?
No. If you have any questions, I can answer them for you.
If they try to communicate with me now, what are you gonna do?
I'm not going to allow them. They know from them that subsequently there may be a penalty for not abiding by an instruction.
I'm curious to know which of these group leaders I'll be interviewing.
It is forbidden for us to pass this yellow line because these are one of the most dangerous human beings on earth.
Without the bars between us, everyone.
So,
I think
I have so many questions. Go ahead.
I think the yellow line is out of range of like spit.
Yeah.
Like even if they try to spit on you, it won't be able to. So you know what I'm saying?
And I wonder, like, with the security, are they like this all day? Like,
Probably
during their
is.
shift? Just like, I'm watching you, watching me. Like, we just...
More militant style. Then I've been looking here. I'm like, are any of
bedding?
these? Huh?
Oh, go ahead, my bad.
Is any of these people in the cell with any ops?
Oh, is it something? Yeah.
Like,
or do y'all try to group them? Or do I mean?
I wouldn't group them within the
yeah,
same.
that's the thing. Y'all have to learn how to get along. This what it is. This
for the rest of your
this
life.
is reality.
And you
this
in your
is their
20s,
reality now.
I'd be damn, bro.
Yeah.
You in your 20s and this is the rest of your life?
Yeah.
But that's like prison itself. I'm not finna throw... Like, you got to think about it. Nowadays, where it's always have been, you got 15, 16, 17-year-olds who got life in prison.
Mm-hmm.
You never going out.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of y'all go in, y'all virgins.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna never know how it feels to be next to, you know? That sucks, bro. Like, you ain't gonna know nothing but men for the rest of your life. You ain't gonna never know what it feels like to work a job, to have money for someone. Because you got to think about it. You go in under the age of 18. Everybody been telling you what to do has always been older than you.
Mm-hmm.
Now you finna, for the rest of your life, somebody else telling you what to do. When to go to sleep, when you can eat, when you can't. You know? Like, you ain't gonna understand how partying feels. Honestly, freedom. You'll never know what it feels like. Damn, bro. So just imagine at 20 now. That's all you see.
But you know something, with everything you just said, I was like trying to debate if I even wanted to, you know, like touch on it. But everything that you just said is kind of like, we have choices, right? You have free will, right? And everything you just said, you had the choice to choose that, to do that.
Yeah.
But you rather choose that street life and choose to go down this path, and like you've written this reality for yourself now. And it's as sad as it is, and as you know, people going in so young, I'm like, you feel like people feel like, oh, the grass is green on the other side. You feel like you was missing out on something, or it was something more on that side, and that's the life you chose for yourself. And now once you get in prison, you like, dang, I don't want this for myself. I don't want this for my life, or whatever the case may be. But it's too late.
Like this dude I used to be real cool with. Like, I remember at high school, he ended up moving to Memphis, right? Mm-hmm. And that was one of the dudes my mom didn't meet until like he was in prison. Yeah, like he had been to the crib and everything. Like, I used to have a bunch of random dudes used to always be at the crib, because my spot used to be the spot everybody used to come hoop at. Yeah, like I had one of the hoop spots. And so at times my mom can pull up, it's 20, 30 dudes outside. Yeah. And she's just like, hey, y'all. Hey. Mm-hmm. And she just going in the house. But I got like a house full of guys, not actually inside the house, but outside playing ball. They parked along the streets and stuff, and that's just what it was. But one of the dudes she never met until, because she said he approached her, and he was like, you such and such? She was like, yeah. He said, I've been over your house before. She said, you been in my house? He said, nah, like I was in your backyard. We were playing ball and stuff. And she said, oh. And then she came home and asked, but you would never thought he would have been a killer, bro. Little light skin, high yellow, pretty boy mouth. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing, though. Like you
Like
say that.
then when you find out like how like what happened, I think it was a gang initiation thing. But then you find out then because he fled Memphis and came back and he was trying to hide out. He came to the school. We was like, bro, like what? But he ended up leaving, and I'm just like, bro, you, hell no, cold blooded.
But that's the thing. Like you always say, like how do you know someone is a killer until they kill someone?
I just never imagined
you
him.
could be a killer. You don't know if you're a killer or not. You've never killed anyone until you kill someone.
Yeah.
But like I get what you're saying, but yeah, it's sad. But yeah.
Everyone knows exactly what could happen. There are 32 cells in every one of the 8 modules making up the mega prison. Each cell holds around 80 inmates, but the number can go as high as 150. Despite not being at full capacity, the inmates only have 0.5 square meters of personal space each. Prisoners do not have any ventilation rights or courtyards to walk outside their cell.
Each inmate here have been given one of the longest sentences you can even imagine in your life. The only thing that doesn't change that all these inmates will never
Look at this motherfucker right here.
Like, you'd be like, what did you
even
do?
imagine in your life. The only
Like,
thing
look
that
at
doesn't
him. He don't even look like he belong with the rest of these. But he do look like he got to be on that type of time, though.
Baby, I be looking. I don't look at like,
Ain't no way in
so...
hell all these. It's so many people in this one. Y'all double bunking. You can't tell me y'all got individual beds. Y'all gotta be double bunking. Like one at the head, one at the feet.
Yeah, I don't know.
change that all these inmates will never get outside. They will never see sunlight. The only people are authorized to get inside and outside are the personnel and sometimes media like us. They will never ever leave this building. If you see their look, you can see the emptiness in their soul. They don't have any hope towards future. They look very robotic. Their life is so monotone.
This open corner is their toilet area.
They have like 2 toilets for 80 inmates. It's literally humiliating these inmates. Like their whole confidence is disciplined here.
The same place where they use the toilet is also where they take showers. To clean themselves, they use plastic dippers in a single shared basin. There's no running water in the cells, so the prisoners have to rely on one blue barrel for drinking water.
Where they sleep is these metal bunks. No pillow, no mattress. Each prisoner receives just the bare essentials: a white sheet, a uniform, socks, slippers, and a towel. That's it.
The prisoners spend their entire days on their 4-level bunk beds. They have stacked tightly, like items stored in a warehouse. As part of hygiene and order, inmates are shaved every 2 weeks by personnel. Long hair or beards aren't just unhygienic, they can also hide sharp objects.
Let's take a look. Take off your shirt and line up here.
Now they are taking their shirts off.
Now, I do know some places they have said where, you know what I'm saying, they make them, like, cut their hair and all this stuff because I get it. Because it's also, like, low-key stripping away your, like, your identity and making, like, more of a, not humiliation, but humbling. Like, you ain't, like, because some people feel like they are their hair. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what that holds their power, you know?
These inmates were once part of the MS-13 and Barrio 18 gangs, which controlled the neighborhoods of El Salvador. These two rival gangs spent years extorting money from locals and causing great suffering to Salvadorans.
There is Barrio 18, MS-13 gangs all together in one cell.
That's right, just like that. The entire module is the same. They all live like this.
Outside, entering each other's neighborhood could mean being torn apart. Yet here, they are side by side until their last breath.
How do they live without attacking one another?
They have to learn how to live together. Here, they are in a prison. They are not on the street.
Most of the inmates have tattoos covering their entire bodies, even including their faces, showing their loyalty structure. For MS-13, tattoos often include initial letters or the number 13. Members of the other gang use symbols like 18 or 666, which add up to 18 and symbolize the devil, or they use Roman numerals. Having gang tattoos on one's face is a clear sign that they are one of the most ruthless and high-ranking members of the organization. Crossing paths with such a person on the street is the same as staring death in the face. A spiderweb tattoo represents being caught in the web of justice and serving a long prison sentence. The devil horns tattoo is a dark symbol that represents these individuals' worship of the devil. Some even claim that they carried out their actions under the devil's command. A teardrop tattoo signifies that the person has ended someone's life. The number of teardrops indicates how many lives they've taken. If there are 3 teardrops, it suggests that the tattoo's owner has taken so many lives that they've lost count. With the phrase "laugh now, cry later," these masks or clown tattoos send a clear message. Stay strong in the face of hardship now and deal with the consequences later.
Are all these people truly bad?
They're on another level, high-profile criminals who will never change their mentality.
If you look at the upside, there's a catwalk area.
Guards consistently watch over the inmates from this elevated spot above the cells. If anything suspicious occurs, they will intervene while an extensive network of cameras observes every corner 24/7, ensuring nothing goes unnoticed. The modules are kept lit all day and night for monitoring. When the sun goes down, the lights stay on all the time.
They are constantly being observed. I think this is one of the hardest things. When they try to sleep, they use their towels and cover their eyes to block the light. Preacher here is teaching some of the important lessons from the Bible to the inmates. They're doing physical exercise over here. There's a trainer there. This is the only time these inmates get out of their cells.
These activities take place for a total of 1 hour per week, under the watch of armed guards. For the rest of the time, they are locked inside. They used to control the streets. Now, they can't even take a step with their free will.
It's a rotating schedule. There's not enough space, so they can't all go out on the same day.
Has there ever been a chaotic incident when these inmates were outside of their cells?
So far, nothing.
Whenever we focus the camera on a cell, we often catch a prisoner silently mouthing words. Even behind bars, gang members attempt to send orders to the outside. This prisoner was doing just that, but we censored him to block the message. Despite the crackdown, these groups still hold significant power outside. Rumors suggest they have plans for taking revenge by targeting innocent people. But in response, the authorities threaten to impose even harsher measures on imprisoned members.
If they do that, there won't even be one meal in prison. Uno. I swear to God they won't eat a grain of rice. Let's see how long their homeboys last inside.
Here they get 3 meal times: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast is usually beans and rice. For lunch, they get white rice and pasta. And dinner's pretty much the same. The only thing that changes is the drink. There's no nutritious food like chicken or meat. This is the lunch. It's rice, pasta, and 2 tortillas.
Does the menu vary from day to day?
No.
Is it the same every day?
It's always the same. It's for freshmen.
Okay. It's a sugary drink. I'm going to taste it for myself.
Inmates must eat with their hands and clean their plates before returning them. With a diet lacking in protein, many likely suffer from nutritional deficiencies. Before starting our interview with an inmate, I want to show you one more place that is even more extreme than what you've seen so far.
Here we are in the isolation cell area. If inmates break a rule, they can be sent to these isolation cells according to the legislation. The law gives me the right to keep the prisoners in isolation for up to 15 days. These cells have sealed doors. Through this grid, I can see them and identify who's inside. We serve food here, and we also use this space to put handcuffs on them before opening the door to move them from here to their cell.
You know how that messes up your mental just in that dark ass space?
And you will hope that with videos like this and younger, some people just don't care, you know. You said, well, I can't hear you.
I said it's not. I already know where you're going.
But as me being, who I am, trying to be, I'm like, you would hope that, some young person, younger than the young ones in here, see this and will take heed man, I don't want that for my life. I need to, that's what I said, but they don't care. And it's so crazy because the thing is when he said, he was basically the 2 most rival gangs, that was on the streets. Y'all have to be in this confined area together. Forced for the rest of your life. You have to learn to live with each other. You have to do it here.
So why you just can't do it on the street?
So it doesn't even have to come to, like, it makes no sense that this is what you choose for your life.
Though, a lot of times, like, it's not even a choice that if they could, I said this, I feel like if they could, they would, even on the street. But they really don't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody's always calling the shots for the next person. Even though I might be a head leader of my area, I got a head leader.
So you have no choice regardless if you out on the street or if
now
you're
and here, I really
you don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice. You have to. But same way on the street, you have no choice to I can't interact with you on the streets. If I do, I'm dead. Because either your people gonna kill me or my people gonna kill me.
Yeah.
But in prison, I have no choice. I have to interact with you. So you damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, still no choice on the street. Same way you got no choice in here. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just understanding that lifestyle, like, that's how a lot of them are. So they automatically on 10 when they see the op. They like, you know? It sucks me. As somebody like me, I float about all of them. I don't care. You can be whatever you want to. What up with it? I just know not to bring this person around, this person around, that person. But I go from neighborhood to neighborhood. Even though they can be dangerous depending on the level. But me, I was always such a cordial dude, so cool, level-headed, calm dude. But I do like, these my brothers. So at the end of the day, I'm going to always ride with these over riding with y'all.
I feel like
but I'm still cool with certain people.
When people understand, well, some people, not all people, because you do have those like potheads that they just do not care. But when they understand that you are not on that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't on that type of time. Yeah. So like, he just, and they okay. They like okay with that because they know you on a different level. But you do have those ones that they don't care. If you go be over there, you got to pick a side.
Yeah. Because like me, I done hung with Crips, Grape Street Crips, Hoover Crips, Bloods, GDs, Vice Lords. I done hung, like, I go home. I got one side of my family, I know GDs on this side. The other side of the family, they Vice Lord. Then I go hang with my homies I grew up with, they Crippin'. But also the ones I call my brother, they Bloods. And then I'm just thrown with some family, like, so I'm surrounded with all of it. I ain't got one side that this is what everybody known as. I'm around all of it. Even from high school and stuff. It's just be like, oh, that's what you claiming now? All right, bro, cool. Oh, that's what you claiming now? All right, bro, cool. You know what I'm saying? And you just float the boat. Yeah. Like me, I'm a very much so, but hey, I like I always say this, because somebody tried. When you from certain areas, certain situations, you are automatically known to be something. You know what I'm saying? Or because you hang with these group of people, you kind of guilty by association. So you kind of like that by association with certain people who you hang with. It's not dry, it's just hard headed.
You said somebody
yours be
what?
sounding like that too.
You said somebody what?
I'm saying like guilty by association.
Oh.
Say for instance, you grow up in a Vice Lord family, right?
Yeah.
All your cousins, everybody Vice Lord. You live in a Vice Lord neighborhood, you're going to automatically be known as a Vice Lord, even though you might not bang, because you're going to automatically you're going to wear the colors. You're going to just hang, because it's just an automatic influence. Until you decide to choose that ain't what you want to be, people going to automatically look at you and dress you as that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if they, like me, I don't care, bro. I really don't give a fuck. You claim what you want to claim around me. Bang what you want to bang. I don't give no fuck, bro. Life is life, man.
Welcome to the isolation cell. If an inmate misbehaves, this is where he ends up. He won't know the time or how much longer he'll be kept inside. For days or even weeks, he sleeps on this concrete bed without ever...
I went from metal to concrete now. Metal, which one you rather sleep on though? Metal or the concrete?
Neither.
See, like, I already got a bad back. I can't.
My back so bad. I just that's why I be like.
It might help you out though, cause it's a flat, hard surface.
I don't need that hard.
They say you need to lay down
and I
straight
don't
on
have
the
a pillow.
No,
they don't have pillows. But I need a little blanket. I need something to wrap up in.
I ain't gonna hold you. I might want to be on the metal.
I don't know, man.
Oh, what if it's hot?
Concrete can
Do
be
it
hot.
ever gets hot in there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
but
that's my other question.
I don't like even like when people ask questions like that. I don't want that for my life. Neither one. I don't want to have to choose. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that,
Yeah.
both of them bad.
Yeah.
Kept inside. For days or even weeks, he sleeps on this concrete bed without ever leaving. They are cut off from the outside world, left alone with nothing but their thoughts.
This is where they supply their water. There's a water basin here. They take their water here, and this is where they pee.
The basin for drinking water and the toilets are located side by side. The toilet looks recently used and dirty, suggesting that this cell has recently been used. The only light they have is this little hole that barely lets the sun shine in. This openness is also the sole source of fresh air.
What is the most challenging thing about isolation room, according to you?
Inside, you don't even see your hands. So when someone is isolated, it is necessary for them to have something, a book, anything, to keep their mind clear. But here, they don't have access to any of that. No matter how tough a criminal is, this kind of isolation breaks them. This is necessary for the type of offenders that we have here. People who once played God by deciding who would live and who wouldn't live deserve the worst punishment. We don't show them mercy. They can ask for forgiveness, and may God forgive them. But here, justice must be served for so many victims, and it's the least they deserve.
Now we're going to interview the inmate known as Psycho. He has a 34-year criminal history and has spent the last 25 years as a high-ranking member of an organization.
10 minutes. You only have 10 minutes.
12 guards are barely enough to ensure the safety around this inmate.
Remove the mask.
What is your name?
My name is Marvin Ernesto Medrano Vasquez.
How old are you?
I'm 41 years old.
You don't look 41. You look younger, like 35.
That's a good thing that you told me, because I feel old.
Can I see your tattoos?
MS-13.
When did you join this crime organization?
In 2004, but I started my criminal record since I was 11 years old.
How did you first become involved?
When somebody is born with just a mom and the mom is working, you look for the streets. You look for somebody to help you out. I said, well, my mom's poor, I need some shoes, I need some clothes, and I started robbing. Then I need a father figure because I didn't grow up with my father. And then I looked the group of gangs. Then I did a side, and I came right here to El Salvador, trying to change my life, but I seen that there were more gangs right here, and I started doing the same thing I did upstate, and I got locked up. I've always been one of them persons that wanted to accomplish the things that they put in their mind, and I accomplished everything I had to do right here. But I'm right here. This is how the devil pays the people.
Yeah. Is it true that to join this crime organization, you need to end someone's life?
Yeah.
But the first one must be one of your relatives, right?
Yeah, because you got to gain territory.
What? Now, I do know certain gangs, like, depending on your ranking, and depending on what you gonna be, that is true. But the family member part is different.
No, yeah, I know about the other stuff, but I didn't family.
Like, cause I'll say this, like some gangs to join, you hit licks.
Yeah, they have different things.
You got different parts of the organization. Some you gonna blood in, blood out.
Family, do they choose what family, or do you just have to choose someone?
Boy, you gotta take a family member out. What?
Like, can I choose like a fourth cousin or something like that, or y'all choose like somebody I'm close to or somebody I'm not close to? Like that's. Either way it goes, it's messed up. Either way it goes, messed up.
That's insane, bro. Ow.
Is it true that to join this crime organization, you need to end someone's life?
Yeah.
But the first one must be one of your relatives, right?
Yeah. Because you got to gain territory for your gang. I lost my mom, my dad, my son, everything right here because of the gangs. When I could be with my family, upstate, the United States, a better life, but you know, we took wrong decisions and This is the cause of this. That's why I tell the youth, hey, go to school, listen to your mom, listen to your dad. Don't live this life that we live right here. There's no way out.
How many people's lives have you ended? Is it 5 or 10? How many?
No, if you talk about what you used to do in the jails after, it probably get a few more than 50. You gotta do it sometimes.
How did you become cold-blooded and merciless?
Want me to tell you how I know he's still like in that mindset? So if you let him out on the street, he'll still do it. He can smile about it. If he was free, he'll still do it.
Oh man,
because he has no remorse.
That's crazy.
He doesn't look at I'm really taking a life. It's
like
just,
he said, the comment he made, he was like, "You got to do it." Like I just.
It comes with the territory. All right, I'm too deep into it now. Damn, bro.
You gotta do it sometimes.
How did you become cold-blooded and merciless in time?
I can't really respond with that question.
How do you feel about not seeing your family forever since you're in CECOT?
I feel bad because I seen my son the last time when he was 5 years old, and he's 21 years old. Right now, I want to see him. I want to tell him, hey, don't do the same things that your dad did. Look for a good life.
People who have fallen victim because of you will never see their loved ones again. You will also never see your family. How do you cope with emotions like missing someone?
I feel bad. Sometimes, like I tell you, I lay down on my bed and I think a lot of things, and sometimes I cry.
What is your motivation to stay alive here?
To one day change my life and look for God in my life, and I tell God, hey, forgive me. Forgive me because I did some things.
Okay.
Finally, we see the sunlight. Honestly, CECOT is a place you will never wish to end up in, even as a visitor. But for the people who victimized Salvadorans, it is now their forever home. These criminals took the innocent people's right to live, and now they're paying for it. The Salvadorian government's message is clear. Crime is no longer tolerated and the punishment is severe.
El Salvador once had the highest rate of lives lost due to widespread chaos. During its peak, 104 out of every 100,000 people lost their lives in a single year. Previous administrations agreed to a truce with these groups, but this couldn't bring lasting order. Although the current government's methods are controversial, by 2023, the number dramatically dropped to 2.4 per 100,000 people, placing El Salvador among the safest countries in the world for the first time.
So far, the results are undeniable. Peace has returned to the neighborhoods. But what about those who were wrongfully imprisoned? Is it true justice or way to control chaos? Are we seeing a lasting solution or just a temporary fix? For now, the answer remains unclear, and the world continues to watch. Thank you for watching this documentary. See you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Ruhi Chenet.
That's true, though.
Yeah, that is true.
Ooh, I like this one, though. I like this docu because it's real. You know, it was very real, very like authentic with what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
No sugarcoating. It is what it is.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
I couldn't fathom, bro.
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
I ain't gonna lie. That's just something I wouldn't want to see nobody go through. But hey, sometimes you gotta pay the cost for what you did, bro.
The choices you made.
Yeah,
that's just what it is.
Hey man, y'all spend
as harsh as it seems, or harsh as it may be. Yeah, but okay, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm just thinking because I was like, what? Yeah.
Hey man, y'all spam us up in the comments, man. Let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are
Kid and C.
We are.
Peace.
Time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar.